Hey, good morning, all. I can't get it out of my head that something very big is on the horizon. And the thing is, if I believe that, if I think that, well, it's pretty obvious from recent events that have occurred that keep pointing towards racial unrest. I believe those are intended. I believe these attacks on not only, in the case of George, I'm sorry, I can't remember the guy's last name, the black man that was killed by the white guy and the Asian guy, or maybe just the white guy, but the two cops that were there. Then there was the black boxer that was beating the shit out of freaking a white veteran in a nursing home. And then there was a black shooter that stalked two elderly people that visited their son's grave, and their son was a veteran. I mean, this guy literally stalked these people and killed them in cold blood with a rifle. And think about it. There weren't any riots for either one of the last two that I mentioned. The media is trying to play us. The media is part of the deep state. The people that are putting on the masks right away, they've been blinded, they've been conditioned, they've been brainwashed by that fucking box. How do I know? Because I was one of those kids that watched that damn box from morning until night in a house that was so haunted, I was afraid to go up the stairs because I could hear the fucking footsteps in the attic. But I got brainwashed by that box as a kid. Out of fear. That's what's happening now. It's not the same fear as I was going through as a kid. By the way, after my parents passed away, the people that bought my parents' house, I'm sure I've told that story before in the past, but they confirmed my belief that something was living in the attic that wasn't human, and it wasn't animal, it wasn't even of this world. But that's a story for another time. My point being is that fear is a motherfucker. Fear is the ultimate control. Fear can cause you to do things you will later regret. We have to stop being completely safe and take risks in spite of fear. We have, in fact, if you're listening to me, chances are at some point you took that risk because you couldn't possibly be listening to this. I mean, unless you were a psych student trying to freaking analyze me. But unless you didn't question the narrative at some point, you wouldn't be listening to my bullshit, to my rambling. It ain't all bullshit. It's just my opinion. Some people would well, quite a few people would call bullshit. That's their opinion. My opinion is that ever since 9/11, while we've been in a state of war, we've been lied to by the government. And from what I can tell, it's for a sole purpose to depopulate the earth. That's what this has all been about. 9/11. Trying to depopulate the earth. And see, the thing is, why do they get America into wars? Why do we get pulled in as the police? You want to know why? Because we got the guns. And the guys they pull in, the guys they know are the freaking heroes and the courageous people that are willing to swear the sacred oath. Go in to fight wars that the people in those countries should be fighting. And in the process of American lives going, see, that's X number fewer of confident gun owners alive. Okay? So, I forgot how many thousands of people were lost over the past, 19 years since this fucking war bullshit? 18, 19 years or something since the war in Afghanistan started, along with the one in Iraq. So why are American lives worth less than the lives of Afghanis or Iraqis? They're not. However, American lives that are lost they're priceless to the fucking New World Order. To those that want to control us, to those who bought out every fucking sitting congressperson, damn near. That's the thing, and I swore that sacred oath, man. Don't get me wrong. I swore that sacred oath over 40 fucking years ago. And I still honor it. And I'm honoring it right now by trying to fucking wake you guys up to the reality of what I believe is nothing more than a way for the fucking sick-ass elite to take the life of righteous Americans. I'm with Trump when it comes to getting us out of freaking Afghanistan and all these other fucking places by all fucking means. We got no business being in these countries. When I was stationed in Nuremberg, Germany, I was what they call, and I've said this in past, I know, and forgive me for repeating it, but it's worth talking about right now. I was called a peacetime fuck up and a wartime hero, or a wartime hero and a peacetime fuck up, however you want to say it. I was assigned to be a riot patrolman, dress green, soft caps, and boots, combat boots. That's it. Not steel toe, nothing. Just leather ass, old black leather boots. And they used to call cut caps. So nothing protecting my head at all. I saw a riot broke out at this big, huge beer fest. I mean, they had a side of beef and a freaking whole pig and a tank, a 200-gallon tank of fish where you could walk up to it, point to the fish, they'd gig it, clean it in front of you. They also had 2-liter mugs of beer, glass mugs of beer. And a riot broke out. And the attendees, by the way, included American soldiers, German nationals, and one thing they hadn't told us before we walked in there, completely unprepared, no batons, no nothing, was that there was also an international soccer match in town. So, yeah, drunken Americans, drunken Germans, and drunken foreigners. Yeah, good time party. Oh yeah, and American soldiers that may as well have had fucking targets on our backs, with not even fucking helmets to guard to protect our heads. And as a result, after we formed a line to get some people out that weren't fighting, one of the locals decided to throw a beer mug at my head that ripped my glasses through my ear and almost cost me my life. It severed a ventricle in my head. I was on the operating table for over 3 hours after I left. After I left that, and I only got out of there after they literally removed a wall, a wooden panel from the wall of the building that this beer fest was being held in. And as I left there, I realized something. It had been so long since World War II had happened. What the fuck were we still doing in Germany? All I kept asking God for was, just don't let me die in this godforsaken country. Well, my last name's Hines, so the motherland is my ancestral home in some regards. See, that's the thing. Q's been right all along. The elite have been turning us against each other. American soldiers, we're not the fucking world police. We don't need a world police. You know what we need? We need strength. Because a strong defense is the ultimate offense. That's what we need. And we have it. Have it. By the millions, by the tens of millions. Let these tyrannical governors try getting a little too tyrannical. And they'll see how many heroes still exist in America. Pray it never comes to that. Hey God, please guide my thoughts, my words, and my actions. Help me awaken those that still slumber to the glory, hope, forgiveness, and love that comes with having faith in you and your Son, Jesus Christ. Through you, all things are possible, God. Creator of all things on heaven and earth, all things seen and unseen. Please help us awaken those that still slumber by our example. Please protect and guide Donald J. Trump, all the members of Q, the members of our military, law enforcement, especially Vets for Child Rescue, so that united with the good people of Earth and armed with your sword of light, we can defeat the evil of darkness that preys upon the children once and for all. Amen. Hope you all have a wonderful day. It's beautiful up here, but I hear it's raining all over the freaking country. Stay safe and have faith. Pop some corn and enjoy the show, because it's about to get interesting. Major false flag alert right now, by the way. Stay frosty. Later.